42-year-old homeschool mom of 2. I just found you and appreciate your work. Also, I want more kids. Since I was deceived by feminist culture. Not personally not worried about age. Husband approved. Am I nuts? Not banging the Brazilian jiu-jitsu coach. Now look, ma'am, I'm not really against you having a kid in your 40s. If you guys both want it, why not? I mean, you're married, you have other kids. I mean, my mom had my youngest sister when she was in her 40s, whatever, I'm not sure if you can still swing it, but can you just look? And there is an accountability that I myself had to make. We were not tricked into anything. When I was 18, I was most excited by volleyball. And I went to college. I picked a small school where I could play volleyball. And I got to do all conference. I got freshman of the year. I got to play basketball. It was a lot of fun. But based on my choices, that is what I prioritized and valued. I don't know what you were doing, but you weren't brainwashed. You just valued something else. And it what really drives me nuts is just the deceived. You were not deceived. No, none of us were. Nobody was tricked. Nobody was deceived. There was just something more fun than being a mom. Oh my gosh. Why is this? Can we troubleshoot? I don't know why this is glitching. I don't know how to fix this. And now she's going to tell me how she's different. Thank you for the super chat. I do appreciate it, but I was a contentious wife for the first 8 years of marriage. When I changed, things got so much better. 11 kids and 20 years of marriage. We still got that heat. I don't know if you should be bragging about torturing your husband for 8 years. Maybe keep that one to yourself. That's a different woman, my bad. Sorry. All right, my friend. I don't know. My friend has another comment. Life is a constant struggle between force where you're forced to do shit that doesn't make sense and home where you're forced to do things she wants because she went out 3 days ago and she's sad. No wonder nobody gets married. Tucker's going to run for president. That's why he's simping. That's actually a good point.
Like that, and your beard jumps up.
Okay, I think that's over. So, okay. Now they're going into this other topic. Now, I started a war on X because I was being honest. And I really need the Christian conservatives to start to be pragmatic, and we need to be realistic here. And I want you to ask the question to the women, did you wait till marriage to have sex? No. But I changed at 28. It's like, okay, so no. And the men, did you watch Korn before? Have you watched it at least once a year for pretty much every year you've been alive? But right now I'm not watching it because I've gone like 6 months Okay, let's stop. Have you ever had women very sexually interested in you? Ever? But, okay. Have you gotten laid in the last year? Okay, all right. I need us to be pragmatic here. You need to know where you are in the sexual marketplace. Look, if you haven't had sex in a year, you're not participating. You're not in it. If you're not going on dates actively, you're not participating. You're not in it. Oh my gosh. Like I need us to be honest about where we're at. Like women, if you're not getting just paid to exist, you're not that hot. Men, if you're not having women interested in you, neither are you. Yeah, religious people watch Korn the most, while most married men subscribe to OF. Okay, I just need us to be realistic about where we're at. I'm not trying to shame you or hate you. Sex is a need, okay? And all of our life choices are going to reveal that it is in fact a need. Yeah. And if you repress that need, it just goes into other places, right? Like Corn, OnlyFans, whatever. And these are all things that we're not proud of, right? Sex outside of marriage, hoeing, dating, it, whatever. This is stuff we're all embarrassed about, but it's real, right? So I need us to be pragmatic here. And I need us to look at this through that lens because we are adults, right? Adults. So I said, and I'm going to bring this up, and this apparently has enraged the Christians. Corn has saved more marriages than it has broken up. Now, the Christian conservatives, they come at me, right? And they say, corn has affected the brain like a drug. Just as cocaine, benders, saves marriages, so does pornography. It makes perfect sense. Okay. That's rich of you to say as a woman on social media. I just think that's rich. Shut the fuck up. Do you know what I mean? It's like, as a woman, we can't say anything about corn if we're on social media. It makes us crazy as women. It does. So I want to hear that same energy for all the women on social media. Bryson says this is an oxymoronic post. And then I go into specifics, right? And Bryson, we love you here, but you didn't wait till you were married. Do you know what I mean? And so you're like, well, did you wait? Well, no. But I waited for a little bit of a period. Oh my God. What, and this is a conversation. Hold on, I need to look up because Crowder CEO. Crowder CEO. And to be honest, we had him on the show. I feel like I always have to preface, nothing against them personally, but we need to be adults here. And he comes at me and he says, wait. What? You know? And so I say, Jared, you cannot be oblivious to the fact that a lot of women's husbands are not banging them. We know this. It's why they're the number one corn consumers. It's why they're the number one men that are OnlyFans subscribers. And if you talk to any sex worker, they'll say the same thing. There are sex workers that are begging the wives to sleep with their husbands. You know what I mean? So what are those men supposed to do? It's like option A, lose their house, their children, everything they love in life. B, cheat. C, watch corn. So then what Crowder does is Jared, I think his name is, goes, wives should sleep with their husbands. It's in scripture. Thank God. Okay, well, but they're not. So it's like I can't have conversations with religious people because they keep quoting the Bible and say, well, it should be this way. And I'm like, well, this is a Make-A-Wish. People shouldn't lie, but they do. Women should sleep with their husbands, but they don't. And I can't change the world. You can't change the world. You can't put a gun to people's head and make them follow the Bible. So for the men whose wives just said, nah, screw that, let me not. But God doesn't act like corn is any better than cheating in the eyes of God. Well, not everyone's religious. Most people aren't religious. And two, and what they're going to try to do is sell their religion as a solution to all this stuff, but it's not. And the facts, the data, and the statistics will back this up, as well as real life experience. We all know that the Christian men are the biggest simps. Everybody knows it. That's why all of the corn stars run to the Christian men, because you guys will forgive anything.